Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Murphy and my daughter Kate.
Hi.
She wanted to come along and say hi. This week I decided to do a video for you that's going to help to explain all of the directions that you have for your work. I hope, first of all, that all of you are doing okay and that you are surviving. I know it's been a long couple of weeks and we still have a lot to go. But I hope that you're finding some fun things to do and just kind of taking some time to take a break because you guys had worked really hard up until the time that we were done. But here's what I want to tell you. So we're going to do things a little bit differently. I'm trying to learn all of this right along with you, and I know that you're getting bombarded with a lot of work, and some of you have been telling me that you are sharing computers with parents who are at home working, or you have siblings that also have work to do. I have 3 kids at home. I know what that's like. And so to help you out a little bit, what I've decided to do is I'm going to give you your assignment for ELA on Monday, and it won't be due until
Friday.
That's right. It's not going to be due until Friday. So you will have all week to get it done. Now, here's the only stipulation to all of that. Your assignment will be due Friday at 5 p.m. And I'm not giving you that 5 p.m. cutoff because I'm trying to be mean and be a stickler. The reason that I'm doing it is because I want you to be done with your work at 5 p.m. on Friday and not have to worry about anything over the weekend. You need to take a break because I know that this is a lot. So that is why I am having the due date be Friday at 5 p.m. Now, obviously, if something comes up during the week and you need a little bit more time, that's fine. All that I ask is that you contact me. Just send me an email and say, Mrs. Murphy, I need a little bit more time. If I don't hear from you, then I'm going to assume that you had plenty of time. You could have gotten it done and you just kind of slacked off. So just email me and I will be cool with it. I promise you. All right, so today your assignment is posted. I just want to explain a little bit how to do it, where to find everything, because I know a lot of you have been having a lot of questions. For this week, what I'm asking you to do is, and I'm just reading off my computer, so that's why I'm looking over here. You're going to read an article from the same link that you've been using for the other articles. This one's called How Well Do You Know You? And it's kind of cool because it gives you a little personality quiz. It asks you to think of, or to take a look at a list of a bunch of words that could describe you. You're supposed to pick 15 and then take the quiz and see what it tells you about the kind of person that you are. Also, you are then going to choose 3, or actually only 2 friends or family members. And you are going to predict what 15 words best describe them from that list. Then you're going to have them take the quiz and see what it comes out with. And you're going to do a little compare and contrast to see if you were right. There is a Google Doc attached to Google Classroom that will have you fill all of this out right on the Google Doc. So you shouldn't have to email me and ask me where to write any of this. It's all on the Google Doc. And that is part of the assignment that I've posted on Google Classroom for you today. In addition, if you are in either my 1-2 block or my 3-6 block, that's what you're doing for the ELA portion. All of you then for the reading portion are continuing to read your novels. You have a bunch of pages to read and only 1 journal to answer. Here's what I want to explain about the journals. You need to be writing at least 4 to 5 complete sentences to answer them. Some of you are giving me not even 1 complete sentence. And that is just not okay. And you guys know that. So please take a look at your journal entries and make sure that you're writing and answering the complete question and complete sentences. Right, Kate?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to do that.
She's got to do it too. All right. So all of that is due for you Friday at 5 p.m. What time?
5 p.m.
5 p.m. Excellent.
on Friday.
Please make sure that you're reading all directions. A lot of you are sending me messages, which I really don't mind, but a lot of times I'm just sending back messages that say, did you read the directions? If you have a question about something, you don't understand something, certainly send me a message. But before you do that, just make sure that you've read everything. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about was the journal that I gave you on Friday. That was the one that I asked you to write at least 1 sentence a day, at least Monday through Friday, telling me how things are going and what you've been doing with your time off. A lot of people had questions. That is supposed to be answered in your, right on that Google Doc. You shouldn't be writing in an actual notebook because I'm not going to see it if you write it in a notebook. If you write it on the Google Doc, then I can just kind of check it daily and see what's going on. You don't have to turn it in. You don't have to press that turn in button. You just have to update it, and I can see the Google Docs in live time. So just add to it. If you choose to write on the weekends, by all means, go ahead, but that is not a requirement. Also, I have been putting a Google slide with all of your assignments that has a checklist. Make sure you're checking the checklist. Make sure that you can check off all of the things that you were supposed to do so that nothing is considered late. And many of you have been emailing me to let me know when you've completed an assignment. You do not have to do that. Every time somebody completes an assignment, turns something in, puts a message on the wall in Google Classroom, pretty much anytime you do anything in Google Classroom, I get an email. So it's just giving me a double email if you email me to let me know that you've done it. I promise you that I will see it, and I'm getting a lot of things coming in. So just give me a little time to get it all corrected and looked at. And then the last thing, as far as late assignments go, I know that you have until the 8th to turn in anything from third quarter. Some of you have been sending me some assignments from third quarter that you have at home, which is wonderful. If you're taking a picture of it, make sure you take a picture of everything. I've gotten some AOWs with just the answers to the multiple choice questions, but remember, AOWs are graded on your close reading as well as your questions. So I need to see both parts when you send that to me. And I think that there is a little bit of a misconception when you are turning these things in. They are still considered late. Some of the things that I've gotten are really, really, really late. I will give credit, but I can't give you full credit for anything that you turn in. But remember, we've always said some credit is better than no credit. So definitely try to turn things in. All right, I've talked a long time, 7 minutes. That's crazy. Are you sick of hearing me talk?
Kind of.
All right, so I hope that you have a good week. Last thing, I promise this is the last thing.
Okay.
You know how I always do this. So even though I'm giving you a full week to do this, I don't want to go a whole week without touching base with you. I am going to still post something daily to Google Classroom. For the rest of the week, they might just be little mindfulness videos. They might be something fun. But Wednesdays, 10 a.m., I am going to have a Google Meetup. Unfortunately, we are unable to use Zoom anymore, so we will do Google. Now, I did send you guys information on how to sign into that. I will send that again. I had a lot of questions about what is the little waffle. So the little waffle, if you go and you sign into your Google account, you will have up in the right-hand corner, you will have a little square that is made up of 9 little
This is
dots.
my account.
And so I don't know
Wait.
if you can see this. I think it might be too bright, honey.
Okay.
Well, anyways, it's up in the right-hand corner. It's the 9 little dots that make a square. When you hit on that, you'll get a drop-down menu, and you will see that there is something called Google Meet. And I will give you the code 10 o'clock Wednesday. It is not mandatory. It is just a way for us to touch base and for us to just see how we're all doing, and you can ask me any questions that you might have at that time. So that information is coming. So I will stop talking now. I hope you have a great Monday. I miss you all. I hope that you're doing well, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.